I'm criminal defense attorney Ryan Pacyga, and I'm going to talk about a federal case that I recently defended and received a full acquittal for my client on. Our client was arrested about a year ago in another country, and he was extradited to the United States, alleged by the U.S. Department of Justice for conspiring to be in an internet pharmacy conspiracy. This was a 46-page indictment, and our client faced somewhere between 50 years and 100 years in prison if he were to be found guilty of all of the things the government accused him of. So there were 11 people indicted in this case, and all but 4 of them decided to plead guilty. But 4 of the defendants stuck together with lawyers, and we all tried the case for those 4 defendants in what amounted to a 5 to 6 week federal trial in Minnesota. Specifically, my client was accused of 40 separate counts in that indictment, and those counts ranged from the overall internet pharmacy conspiracy, which was a conspiracy to violate the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. That was one count. Another series of counts that he faced were for introduction of misbranded drugs into interstate commerce. He had faced 11 different counts from that indictment. He also was accused of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and mail fraud. He faced 1 count for that. Specifically for mail fraud, another separate 11 counts in the indictment for committing mail fraud. Wire fraud, another 6 counts for that. And then conspiracy to distribute and dispense of controlled substances, and he faced 5 counts of that as well, and another separate 5 counts for unlawful distribution and dispensing of controlled substances. So we go through this 5 to 6 week trial, and in that trial, a number of the other 7 defendants that had pled guilty decided to testify against the remaining 4 defendants. We took on the government in that case, and after that 5 to 6 weeks, our client was found not guilty of all 40 counts against him. After spending a year in custody while he was being held in detention on this case, he was freed and he was allowed to leave. I'll talk separately about each of those counts and what that means, but suffice it to say, during the trial, when we were cross-examining some of these witnesses, these defendants that testified against our clients, those defendants found out through our cross-examination that they themselves had not actually committed a violation of federal law, and that unfortunately they pled guilty to a crime that they had not actually committed. There were technical, but beyond technical, but it amounted to a great deal of research by the team of lawyers that defended this case, and we found out that it took a lot more for the government to prove an actual violation of law than what they were actually alleging in this case. And I wish I could recreate the look on these defendants' faces when it occurred to them, the ones that pled guilty, that they pled guilty to federal crimes that actually weren't a crime. And now they face themselves decades in federal prison for something that technically they had not violated. So it pays to have lawyers that are willing to stand up and go to trial, that are willing to dig really deep and not take these allegations at their face, and to spend time with our investigators and our clients and look under every stone in this case and determine whether violations really occur or not, and have the guts and the time and energy to go through a long trial in these cases. If you have more questions about federal criminal defense, I'm attorney Ryan Pacyga. I'm based in Minneapolis, but I travel coast to coast for the right cases. And you can find me at arrestedmn.com or at 612-339-5844.